much distance separating you and I. But there's no...
Okay, I'll get right into it by saying that this rant is directed at one being and one only, God. That's right, the big dog, the G-Man. If your name is anything other than God or Jesus Christ or Allah, then go away because this is none of your affair. Alrighty then, God, mi amigo. Let me just start off by saying I greatly admire your work. Like seriously, great job. I don't know how you pulled it off. It's absolutely gorgeous. What with the mountains and the rivers and the forests and McDonald's and whatnot. Really, great job. It's a really nice place you got here. Yeah, just like anything else, such as Venus and its inability to be lived on, or Michael Jackson and his inability to live, Earth has many flaws. But other than that, I'm really digging what's going on here. But about these flaws, there is one that really bugs me, and I just can't seem to be able to get my mind off of it. This flaw is so bad, so irritating, so hard to not notice, it's hard to focus on anything else. Because that one little fact refuses to leave me alone. Like a mosquito that found a way inside my skull and is wearing tap shoes and has a power drill and won't shut the hell up. This flawlessly flawed flaw happens to contain the same first two letters that the word flaw does. I am talking about Florida, the Sunshine State, land of oranges and the Miami Dolphins, a state that is very little more than an overglorified swamp. I find it odd that something with such a pretty name could be so horrible, but then again, that's the same thing I've always said about Angelina Jolie. Anyone who's ever been to Florida probably thinks I'm insane right about now. It's a state where the beaches are beautiful, there's always energy and excitement, and all the people are sexy. Ha! Whew! No. Or, as they say in Spain, no. Anyone who lives in Florida knows how absurdly, ridiculously, outrageously, preposterously untrue this is. I'm sure Florida is a great place to visit, but living here is like living inside a bag of popcorn that's in the microwave with Gordon Ramsay as your roommate. The main attraction to tourists and Hollywood producers would be the weather, but not even that's great. At first glance you'd think, alright, comfortable, fun, beautiful weather. But when you're forced to deal with it every single day, it becomes really easy to see it exactly for what it really is. Hot? Yes, it is hot. Very hot. As in, go outside wearing more than half a layer of clothing and you will melt into a thick, sticky, unrecognizable goo. It is also very wet. Some people would say that wet and humid is a good thing because it's fun, but I kinda miss being able to walk to my mailbox and back without looking as if I just went swimming in my clothes. Next topic! The majority of residents in Florida, at least from whom I've encountered, are some of the most obnoxious, annoying human beings, and they're barely even that I have ever had the displeasure of having to deal with. You know how there's certain stereotypical groups that nobody likes, i.e. wannabe thugs, wonder-bred cheerleaders, or people who insist on forcing their religion on you? Well, Florida just happens to contain every single fricking one known to mankind, and what's worse is that you encounter them on every corner you turn. I'm serious, you just can't avoid these people. No matter where you try to hide, someone will be trying to pick a fight with you, or trying to convert you to the ways of the Almighty, or give you scientific evidence that scientific evidence is total BS. Even worse than dealing with these people on the sidewalks is dealing with these people on the road. Florida is almost notorious for its terrible drivers, but I guess that this can be explained by the fact that the majority of them are either drunk or accustomed to riding bicycles. There's this saying that really got to me that applies perfectly here. You want to know the difference between a porcupine and a car? With a car, the pricks are on the inside. And no place on earth accentuates this more than Florida. Now, God, hope you didn't fall asleep there, but as you can see, you really screwed up with this one. I mean, wow, what were you thinking? Now, I know you're probably not enjoying listening to me talk crap about something I'm sure you worked pretty hard on, and right now you're probably trying to decide whether to smite me via lightning bolt or rabid koala bear, but I have a solution. It's quite simple. Create a massive earthquake separating Florida from the rest of the states. Move the entire landmass off somewhere where it's least likely that anyone will be watching and therefore will probably not notice, and hurl a considerably small but just large enough meteor to smash Florida so hard it hurls itself into the Earth's crust, never to be heard or spoken of again. Then you could turn the area where Florida once was into, oh, I don't know, a New World Wonder, or a water park, or a Burger King.
Push the tempo, 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 push the tempo.